This is a video on how to fabricate a larger rock panel mold, like this 45 square foot rock panel here in this clip. I wanted to detail a process that I've developed to deal with the specific logistical issues of handling the weight of both the rubber mold and the cement hard mold itself. In this video, we aren't making a mold of the rock panel. Rather, we are molding the mold that we use to make this rock panel. This will end up producing the exact opposite or mirror image of this rock panel. The first step in the process is to make sure that the image that you are making a mold of is clean, dry, and is properly sprayed down with several coats of release agent. Next, we apply the first of 5 coats of molding rubber. Once the rubber is applied, we'd see the rubber mold coming in around 120 pounds, which 2 of us can throw up on the table without any equipment. Our reason for making this video is the hard mold. 45 square foot at 10 pounds a square foot is, 450 pounds. You need a piece of equipment to pick that size up. So I've come across the process where I segment the mold, and that's what we're showing you here now. Now keep in mind that the rubber mold is only capable of reproducing the texture of the rock. The cement hard mold reproduces the formation of the rock. Instead of making one cement hard mold that's 84 inches by 73, I've chosen to segment the hard mold into 3 sections, which will make the handling logistics easier and have no need of any equipment to cast and or demold the casting from the mold. These will be the 3 sections. Notice the gap in between each section. The rubber mold can easily span these gaps without causing any deviation in the reproduction of the exacting formation of the panel, which is what we desire. Once the 3 cement hard mold sections are made, I will unify the 3 sections as being one by creating 2 stringers, shown here as being the yellow lines. This will lock together all sections as being one, but yet still make it to where you can take them apart, store them, move them, whatever you want to do. In this video clip, we are forming the first and second sections of the hard mold. In this video clip, the hard mold sections are dried from the day before, and today I'm making 2 cardboard templates to be able to cut out the 2 wooden 2x6 stringers that will actually unify each of the 3 sections. In this clip, Josiah is taping the cut stringers with packing tape as we are getting ready to modify the hard mold sections with additional reinforced fiber cement to provide a keyway slot for each of the stringers to sit into. These slots will provide an exacting location for the stringers to unify the hard mold sections together as being one section hard mold piece for the rubber to lay into. Taping the stringer will stop the cement from bonding to the stringers, yet provide a form-fitting slot for the stringers to lock the 3 pieces together. In this clip, I'm now placing some cement across the 3 hard mold sections to be able to embed the first stringer across the hard molds so that I get it to be a good contact. In this clip, we've mudded the stringer slots so as to interlock the individual slots to each of the hard mold sections, but at the same time, the 2 wooden stringers are totally removable. Next, I've drawn an image to show the original hard mold in a light color gray, additional fiber mixtures in a dark color. The stringers are in a yellow coloring, but keep in mind that the light and gray colors of cement become one cementatious formation, but yet there are still 3 separate hard mold sections. The mud is to make a slot to lock in the 2 stringers. That's all we're doing here. All right, we're just now starting out with the 2 stringers. They're just set on the table. They're not screwed down, and we could talk about that. They could be. We're going to set section 1, 2, and 3 in place, and when you get them just right, they fall in, they lock in. You cannot have these placed wrong because it's a molded process. We've molded the stringers to the hard molds when it was upside down, still on the rubber. Section 2 going in now, and again, get them all into where they're supposed to be. And once we have all 3 sections, we're then going to pre-drill and screw the hard molds down to the stringers. And they will forever be aligned as being perfect. When you disassemble or reassemble this, those screw holes will always come right back into the same position because it's interlocking. So here's just a shot of the
I think he's actually still drilling a couple right now, but I sprayed him with black spray paint to tell him where I wanted to drill, and then we basically put the screws in there. So again, this 3 sections of hard molds now act as one. Even though there's a gap in between these, the rubber can span that because it's so thick, and it won't deviate the formation at all. It'll be beautiful. But again, this makes it easier to take apart, to store, to reassemble. It's just a lot better than trying to do a big section. Now we're going to go into the rubber, and it's about 120 pounds. It takes 2 men and a boys, and unfortunately there's just 2 men with us here right now, but we get that into place and it looks great and fits like a glove because again, it's form fitted, it's molded in this process, and that's the end of that. So next we're going to show you the side molds.
I wanted to show you underneath this thing how you can actually see air underneath. It's not touching anywhere except for the cemented areas. So this area over here, right here, is obviously the lowest point. That's where it touched, where this is the most elevated on this side. It's the exact opposite on the far side. But that, push on that mold on the corner and see if it wobbles on the table. No, sir, it's steady on the table. It isn't moving anywhere. And these are not screwed down to the table. Whether it be the table or a pallet, I would be inclined, if I was mounting this on a pallet, I would mount those. Right now they're loose and they're still very stable.
Well, that concludes my video on making this rock panel mold. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Look forward to seeing you. Bye.